welcome to episode 9 of Castle Keeper's Guide for Trollord Games. You can't see much because I'm zoomed out right now. This is the channel where we build worlds. This is where we draw little lives, little houses, little cottages, where they work, where they go, where they hang out. We bring it all to life. We imagine the people that live here, what they would have around them, and make it happen. This project is a great example of that. So let's zoom in and let's take a look at what we are dealing with here. So this is basically 12 maps on one canvas. I could have just done 12 separate maps, but it's beautiful seeing them next to each other like this, because we get to go from a thorp to the hamlet, and now we're working on the village. Then we're going to take the village into a town, the town into a city, etc., all the way up through to a metropolis. We're adding lots and lots of detail as we go. All of this will be fully colored, because the whole thing will make a freaking glorious poster. Like, I want this on my wall, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we are going to jump into the village part of this. And I think what we typically do is your geographic locations are going to a large degree, at this type of scale, dictate where people are throwing down their houses, right? For example, we threw in our mountains or our hills in there because they're going to be perched on the edges of these hills, versus draw the building and then draw the hill around it. You can do that. I prefer to actually do what's framing it, what's cosping this, right? Likewise, I think our roads. We're going to do our roads next. And I'm doing that because I kind of want to define the shape of this village and then draw the buildings in according to that shape. As a town, I sometimes do a little bit differently, but town, city, I follow a similar sort of path where I'll mark off the road, because then either side of that road you've got buildings, right? So that's the type of path that we're doing here. And we're gonna actually, I think we're gonna start on this side, and I'm gonna actually add some little details here to the hills. We're gonna give this tannery guy an expanded tannery over the hamlet version, and we're gonna hit up these hills here. And I'm gonna soften it off from pure black to like a real dark gray. And then let's get our brush going. And we're working pretty fine here. We're working with like 8 pixels. I think for roads I'm gonna maybe try 7. I don't want it to be too heavy, like, you know, this type of style. A little bit darker than that. Alright. That was on the sketch layer, so like, you know, it'll look something like this for a path or a road. So we're gonna do that first, and then we'll delete our sketch, and then we can go on from there. Okay. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna actually draw one side of the road, and then I'm gonna delete the sketch version of it. And I think this guy here, this guy would have access to the road, right? He would have access to the road, probably, well, definitely to get to the ferryman, for sure. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that, and we are definitely going to draw this guy's business in, but let's actually, let's give him a big yard that's kind of developed. That'll be his workspace. Now, why would they bend the road away from the ferryman here? Well, there must be a hill or a copse of trees or something, right? For them to actually take the long way around. So we're definitely going to add something there. And likewise, I think this area actually should be opened up. Because if this is a ferryman and it's kind of busy and active here, then this is where the carts and the horses and the goods would get stored, and there'd be a lot of movement, and the ground would be trodden there. So, hey Alex Vixen! I started a little bit early, Alex Vixen. Thought I'd get a jump on things. Alright, you're not going to be able to really see what's going on here until I actually delete the sketch, which I'm going to do right after I've done this side of the road. How have you been, Alex Vixen? Right, let's just bring it up onto the hill here, like so. We'll add some details to that in a moment. Okay, so this one's sneaking its way through, right? It's following the path of the hills, like in between them. And we definitely got one here, because this is what goes up to the windmill up there, and we're gonna sneaky it off the map there, insinuating that there are other buildings away from the camera, so to speak. Alright, let's do another one down here. Alright, that's this guy's property. Just got back from your BF. Glad you were doing well. Let's hit up the sketch layer. Let's get rid of these roads. We're then going to be able to see things a little bit clearer. Draw on the other side. What is my objective for today? What is my objective for today? I think get all of the roads in. Get some other hills, etc. in place. Maybe some of the trees, our farms. Start drawing some buildings. I think I can automate this a tad bigger. There we go. Leaving the buildings sketched in so I can remember to come back to them, because we actually have their counts correct for the settlement size, so I don't want to have to be like redoing that. Don't know why I've got little dots there. We can get rid of them. Already looking a little nicer. Alex, stop putting your thinking cap on for that building further to the south there. What is his story? You're the one that came up with the crazy tannery idea, which I actually really love. So what's that guy's story down there? Has he got some farmland over there? I kind of don't want to do farms on this side. I want it to feel a little bit like it's more like maybe sheep farming or something, or goat, you know, with the hills and stuff. this house, if there's like paths kind of splitting in front of this house, it feels to me like, I don't know, maybe we should do something like this. Maybe we'll put a tree or a signpost or something in the center there. Princess Drago is in the house! Hey, Princess! Yes, I am a little early today. I kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, so I'm all caught up. This will not be the new time, by the way. It's just like, you know, I'm just like sitting around, kind of not doing anything. May as well start mapping. Mine or Prospector? I like it. I like it. We'll do it. We'll do it. What do you mean you can barely hear me? Princess, I haven't changed anything, darling. I have not changed anything. In fact, on the last stream, I was told that I was loud. So I mean, and I've actually got it pretty high right now. So I'm not sure what to tell you, my young lady friend. I mean, I could try upping it a little bit more. They might be acting up on you. I just took it up a notch, but you know me. I hate messing around with my sound settings. You know. I'm not saying that they're particularly awesome or anything, but it's like I don't want to screw anything up. But I will enunciate clearly, darling. How is everyone? How were your respective weekends? What did you do? Did you watch any films? Did you play any games? Did you go anywhere? My weekend was full of to-do lists, running errands, shipping things off, and I actually worked on the Gaxmore map a little bit yesterday. I added the other street labels that they wanted. Maybe I'll show you at the end of the stream if you have an interest. Oh, and actually, Saturday I worked on another map. It's a stone tablet map for Ben Burns. If you have an interest in that, I'll show you that later on too. That's getting pretty close to being final. But that's worth knowing, Alex Vixen. That is definitely worth knowing. Yes, I know. On Friday I didn't stream, and I thought about you. But honestly, you know, so my day job has been kicking my ass a little bit, and occasionally I get to the end of the day and I'm like, I just want to play computer games, you know? And I wanted to see what this bad boy new computer could do for me. So I fired up a game called Medieval Dynasty, or Dynasty as you would say here in the States, which is actually a really fun game. So I played that, and it's I've got this big 32-inch like wraparound monitor, and I was just like, just mellowing the hell out. Especially because I knew on Saturday I had to work on Ben Burns' map, and Sunday I had to work on the Gaxmore map. I was like, I need one little snippet of time to me. Alright, well, so we got those roads done. We'll come back to buildings. But you know what I think I am going to do? You know what I'm going to do here? Yeah, you know what we're going to do. Because this is all about creating little stories on our maps, right? Oh, that's actually a lot lighter grey than I was actually planning on using. Let's get back to black. Partly doing this so we don't forget this guy's occupation. Give him a little bit of a a cave up there that he's been working away inside. Oh, you know what? We were going to do a song request day. That's my bad, and I actually would have forgot about that. Huh. I now owe you a song request day, don't I? Maybe we'll have to do a song request day this week, and I won't upload the episode to YouTube. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do it one evening this week. How about it, to make up? Okay, so I've done the roads over there. Gonna leave them. Gonna come back over here. Throttle this a little bit more towards the grey. Okay, so I was curious about this one here. So let's just give them a little bit of a road, even if like later on we'll line it with hedges, etc. Let's just get it kind of dialed in. I kind of like the idea of doing like a little circle here. So let's just get it roughly drawn in. And we'll do like, oh, I think we were talking about doing a well here, weren't we? That's what we were going to do here. Because they're a little further from the river. I think that's what we were talking about. Aviary, yes, okay, we will add an aviary. That's how they communicate with the other villages and the towns nearby. We'll find a good spot for the aviary. We'll have to expand the graveyard a little bit too. Now, I will add like little indents like that for people's property, typically after I've drawn the buildings. Why? Where is this going? Is this going to go off map? Is this maybe going to snake down here and it's a dead end? Should I follow the river? I'm going to follow the river. Give an insinuation that there were other farms and such. Down here, we're definitely gonna give like a nice long driveway to this guy. The crypt in your mausoleum grows. Yeah, maybe, right? Maybe. Give people something to talk about. Why is that crypt like growing with each iteration? Do they knock it down and rebuild it? What's going on there? Now, obviously, things like these buildings will probably cinch in a little bit. Or we'll actually leave them further off and give them nice long driveways. Oh, I'm on the sketch layer like a plonker. Let's get rid of that. Jenny! Hi, Jen! How are you, darling? And where in the world are you? I think, Princess, I think we'll make that happen, right? I think maybe we will play around with that a little bit. And even when this village is long gone and we're like down in the metropolis and the remnants are like, I think they were going to be up here, maybe we'll still have that mausoleum out there. That'd be cool. I love that, Alex Vixen. I like that. I need a mausoleum. Get a garden shed. Wasn't it always like that? I like it. We make a little story points. In Chicago, between flights. I don't know how you do it, Jen. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you have such a crazy schedule. Like, you know, you're away from home so much. You're always flying around. That's crazy. And how's it going out there, flight-wise, during COVID? Are things quiet? Are they busy? Are there less flights? Are there less people on planes? Give me some insights into that, because I honestly don't know. Brian is here. Hello, Mr. Skee-Ball. Brian, did you get everything that you needed from the Ben Burns map, by the way? Okay, so these are actually much narrower roads. Look how wide that main road is compared to those. They're little country lanes. I think I like that. They are little country lanes. Now, what we do need, though, is we need a road from what is going to be the other side of the ferryman. And I don't actually... So if we've got a hill, like we've got a sneak of a hill here, maybe... Instead of cutting through this area here, maybe we'll actually bring it down following the river and rejoin the main road here. Or do we go right between these? I like going right between these two houses. We're going to come right here. Not a bridge at this stage. We're going to do... a ferryman to begin with. My opinion is that bridges are actually pretty expensive, even if they're just wood, particularly a major river. And such an expense and building effort or engineering effort would require, I think, a more mature reason, right? Like a lot of traffic, a lot of need, a lot of money coming in from that side. So right now we're going to do ferryman, and then when we take this guy up into like a town, we're going to introduce, I don't know if it was there or further up, we're going to introduce the first bridge. Kind of trying to show an evolution of, you know, that type of thing as well. Phantom Jen, less flights, less people. Pretty quiet in airports. Okay. I have not been in an airport all year. Not much open. Mostly first-time flyers who have not flown. No business flyers. Wow. Wow, really? Hey, thank you, Phantom Jen. This is going to be a fun project. Showing this whole evolution like this and on one canvas and then get a print of it in poster format. I think it'll look real sweet. Stone pylons to support the bridge of that size, which requires something like dwarven engineering. Yeah, and that's one of the crazy things about a fantasy world, though, isn't it? I prefer my fantasy worlds to be like low magic. Because if you're medium to high magic, it's like you could do so much just by, stone shape, okay, done. You know, move, there was another one, move rock to mud or something. I don't know. But it's like, you know, yeah, I'll just get Sammy my golem here to figure this out for us. It's like it almost bypasses all of the considerations and restrictions that we would have in real life. That's why I prefer, I think, mine to be a little bit lower tech. A village does not have a wizard come by and go, ah, stone shape, there's your bridge. 5 gold, thanks very much. Alright, we're going to clear out a little bit of the scrub that this guy had here in previous iterations of his house. Because now he actually has a lot of traffic come through here. So things have got, like, trodden down. Brian McWhirter, shame on you. Shame on you. Genius. Oh, actually, that would be really freaking cool, though. Can you imagine what a horrifying bridge that would be? Dude, that's dark. But I want to put it in a game. That's cool idea, actually. That's, like, really cool. I'm not putting that in my village, but that's a really cool idea. Alex Vixen is actually handling all of my expenditures right now. You've got to get it past her. If she goes, yeah, no, not happening, then sorry, but I can't help you. Alright, so we got that little area roads done. Let's come back up here to our main thoroughfare. This is a major road. This is the first time I've heard this particular track. I'm not sure I'm a fan, but I'm gonna leave him to it. Yeah, it needs to be wider. Look at that, it needs to be wider. You know, I really should not people singing a little bit of a cappella. Come on. Ah, you screwed it up again, come on. There we go. Princess, I had this idea for a magic item called Ledger, or whatever, something Prince. All of the materials to construct the buildings are enchanted into plans, and with a word, the building instantly constructs. The blueprints are put. That's actually a cool idea, and I kind of understand why you would even think like that, because you're very blueprints orientated. That'd be neat, actually. Alex Vixen, two things. One is a lot of GMs hated my characters in an urban setting, as it was always end up creating a spy network called the Dancing Mice. That's awesome. And second, once I had a Medusa who ran an assisted suicide business. Oh, no, that's a good idea too. I mean, it's kind of a little dark, but that's very imaginative. Getting immortalized in stone? That's I love it. I love these ideas that you're all throwing out. That is incredible. Fans of Jen, Zach would like for me to play a playlist of Beat Saber songs to inspire you. I don't know. Beat Saber songs are like even the bloody classical ones that he's got going on. I think that would change the way I map. Mapping to Beat Saber. Alright. I think that would change like everything about how I do this. Right, I'm going to clean this up in a second. I'm going to get a couple more roads in here, and then we'll get rid of some of the sketch in the background so we can see things a little bit more clearly. Hey, GL is here. Hi, GL. Oh, don't you do that. Don't you do that, Faden. Come on. And Princess, Leisure D Mien. Leisure D Mien. Leisure D Mien? Really? Okay, so Leisure D Mien. Okay. Maybe do a small field or something at the end of this road here. But in the meantime, I think this is good to do a little bit of cleanup. Just so we can see what's going on. Get a sense of our growing little village here. And we've already done this side. Yeah, what you painting, GL? What are the subjects for tonight? You know, this last weekend was so bloody busy for me, I never got the painting in that I wanted to, so let me live through you. Why was I going to do a road here? Why was I going to do another road on this side? That literally makes no sense. I think what we'll do is we're going to take this road here and we're going to bring him down through here, I think, between these houses. I'm tempted to actually reconnect it here and then knock like this guy's garden down a little bit. Or maybe they just connect here and they're not knocking shit down. And then we've got this traffic coming through here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's like the most direct, already existing sort of path, so to speak. Princess Draga, congratulations on the weight loss, young lady. That's absolutely fantastic. Seriously, much kudos to you. I think I know where it went. I gained it. What's the width of this bush? Still only 7, okay. But yeah, losing 30 pounds, young lady, that is no mean feat at all. That's fantastic. That takes good dedication right there. Well, congratulations on that, Princess, seriously. Alright, so Alex Vixen just had an idea for small furniture for this village. I was thinking of the prospector miner on the opposite side of the river. Maybe in the future he sells his mine to the family of dwarves, which brings in the engineering family, who petition to have the bridge built to facilitate trade and supply. Done. Done. And we're all about creating stories here, right, with our maps. It's not just about creating these faceless little shapes. There has to be a reason for them, and you've just created a reason and a story behind the bridge. How could I possibly say no? Alright, let's just bring this little guy. Come on, baby boy, come on. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I'm now going to clean up that there. Let's get rid of this sketch. And we'll draw on the other side of the road. This is looking nice. This is looking good. This is a delightful little village. You know, I'm pretty sure that Trollord Games is just expecting a whole series of blocks like thrown down on a page, and there are 25 blocks on here, and I've drawn some little hills around a village. That's not how we do things here, is it? It's not how we do it. We gotta get our mausoleums and our aviaries and our ponds and our dwarven little families. Otherwise, what's the point? I haven't even shown Stephen from Trollord what we've done so far, but I think when I get this top panel done, I'm going to. And I'm going to tell him what we're doing and these little stories and everything, and let's just see what happens. I think, you know, I think we could do, like, God, we'd have to make it thematic, like the people who live in this town, you know, inspiration drawn from, or stories and lineages created by, you know, just that'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. All right, so I think I think those are our votes. Those are our votes. They look nice. I think I was intending to do some trees here, by the looks of it. I'm gonna add a couple more trees, I think. Yeah. Just a couple. Just a couple. Let's get rid of this stuff. Oh, I'm deleting my ink. Hold on. Absolutely the wrong layer to be on. There we go. And then we are going to work on some buildings. Let's get rid of this. We don't have to, but I just wanna. Let's get rid of them. I'm gonna do, was I intended to put a road there? Was I doing a road up the top? I think that's what I was planning on doing. Huh. Do I want to still do that? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, exactly. Green Loontoon, crazy old guy in a cabin in the woods. Vampire Host brought to you by Princess Stricker. Yeah, exactly. Princess Stricker, vampire that took up residence in the mausoleum. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. When we get close to being done with this, we'll have to get them jotted down. Princess, maybe you could even get a little list going. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, I am. Princess, I don't know if you know this, but I think it was your idea for adding a little kraken to the waters of Light Harbor. That has resulted in them actually having a little tiny kraken miniature that they've done. Honestly, hanging out in this channel and throwing out ideas like that sometimes lead to real world results. So, who knows what Trollord will do? There we go. That feels a little bit more complete. Was I intending to do a tree there? 4 trees just hanging out on their own. I think we were going to do a logging dude here, so I am actually going to do a few more trees. But we're going to do it black this time. I think it'd be great to have Steven on the stream. I know he's an amazingly busy guy, but you know, I used to like having guests on the stream, and that would be a great one to do. I'll try and work something out with him. I've done a stream with him once or twice before, and he's a very, very easy guy to have on the channel with you, you know? Sharp dude. Well, maybe the druids move in because they get upset by the logging. Maybe that ends the logging of this area. No, but there would be someone in a village like this. There would be someone that would be like, you know, chopping down the odd tree here or there, woodworking, whatever. I mean, wood would be too much of a valuable resource, right? And depending how we draw it, maybe it's just a dude that's a hunter. Oh, I've got a sneeze. Oh no, I'm dying. I'm good, I'm back, I'm fine. I don't want to make like that area too heavy in woods, okay? I think we can insinuate that there's more going on towards the north. But let's not get too thick with them. We're definitely going to be adding some more trees further on, but I think we're ready to work on houses a little bit. And we're going to start over here. Now, I'm going to drop my ink size down just to about 6. Let's see if this works. Oh, that was 5. Yeah, you went back to 5. Come on. How does that feel? Yeah, we'll give it a whirl. We are going to get rid of the temporary vats that this dude had. We're going to get rid of his boat. We can always bring it back later. Maybe we'll even give him an upgrade. And maybe he doesn't need his boat now that there's actually a ferryman. Now this is the bit that's going to be fun. Maybe, does he chop down his tree here? I think he chops down his tree. I can hear the druids rolling over in the fucking grave already. Alright. Now what I want to do here is actually... We're gonna give this guy like a sluice runoff. This guy's just gonna have tannery shit running back into the river, and we're gonna pollute this area a little bit. There's no wickle bit, but a little bit of pollution. A water mill. You know, a water mill is not a terrible idea. It really isn't. You know, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, they have got a windmill, but with some enterprising little bugger. I mean, we've got all of these farms and everything. You know, that's not a terrible idea. Yeah, no, screw it, we're doing it. One day, actually, we meant to do this a while ago, but one day I'll actually bring up all of the bosses and you can take a look at them. It's very hard because it's just numbers. You don't actually know. Like, you know, because they've got like an attack factor, a defense factor, and then they've got armor, and they've got hit points if I remember rightly. And it's like, alright, so what's strong? What's weak? And I actually honestly don't know. And it's not like I went OP with any of them. If anything, I try to err on the side of caution. I don't even know how it works. I don't know how the math is calculated, you know? There's no clues at all. And likewise, you can't actually, you know, do a test fight. You can't, like, sort of do... in fact, I'm going to model this on an old ferry crossing that was in Chester where I was born and raised. Yeah, you can't, like, set some numbers and it tells you the percentage chances of, like, you know, X amount of viewers winning. Or it's like, I don't know, it's just random shit. So we used to have this ferry crossing across the River Dee in Chester that had a T-shaped pier like this. So I think we're gonna run with that. Alright. Alex Fiction, you've been all over. I kind of like... You're a character. There's not many people that work at a funeral parlor and have bouncer in the same sentence. That's kind of cool. Makes you interesting. Alright, so a water wheel, to my understanding, just sitting there on the edge of the river is going to do squat, right? There's no flow for that. But a water wheel that has a little bit of construction to direct water into a narrow channel is something else altogether. So I'm gonna take one of these buildings here. I'm actually going to turn it into our watermill. We're gonna throw it actually right here on the join, which will help sort of clean that up a little bit. I want to actually thicken this bush up a little bit if we're going to be doing this. I think we'll do the 8. Not that. This. More of a sense that this was actually built on a rock outcrop, so more like this. Alright, so let's knock this down a little bit. Let's put a building here. Don't like that line. Hold on, let's redraw it. Okay. No, I don't like that building. That building's too big, and that building's too big for one particular reason, because I want a water wheel to dominate. We're gonna make this much smaller, like so. Alright, there we go, little princess. Got a little water wheel in there. I think I'm gonna hit save. We're gonna continue this process. If we're gonna stick with a population of about 130 people, was it 130 people or 130 buildings? It couldn't have been 130 buildings. I forget what our count was. That was 5 buildings, I think that was 25. So really, 130 buildings? I don't have 130 buildings on this map, do I? There's no way I have 130 buildings on this map. I'm not gonna count them right now. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna leave the buildings in there. We don't need to delete anything. But Princess, I got it drawn now, darling. I've got it drawn. This will do for now. When we extend it to the town, we can get a little bit more rambunctious with it, okay? Alright. Maybe this guy's a bit of a fisherman. Come on. I feel like I should be at 7 pixels here. Let's drop it. I'm not saying that you're wrong, darling. It's just like, once I've got it drawn, I don't want to be deleting it. I mean, we're already putting a lot more effort into this map. This glove is sucking. This glove is really sucking. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Totally just moved the canvas. What's going on with this glove? It's meant to be a brand new glove. Like, what just happened? Like, what am I looking at here? Did that just zoom all the way out? Holy shit, I don't even... Pretty sure that that shouldn't have happened that way. Gotta be careful with my building sizes too. That I don't suddenly start going much larger or much smaller. For now, let's just get the basic shapes in and then we'll come back through with roofs, etc. I want to know this guy's story right here. I want to know what this building is. We'll come back to that details in a moment. Yeah, our sizes feel pretty good. We can actually offset this guy a little further back. Alright, so this dude has got to be some kind of prospector or something. So let's give him kind of a ranch style. And this guy actually, let's give this guy a brick chimney right there. Then let's actually create a little bit of a mine opening here. When that's the right way up, it will look a lot better. Come on, rotate, rotate, damn you. Okay, if you're not going to rotate, I'll rotate you this way. Let's do it this way, like so. I love how you girls are all playing this shit out right now. Alright, I'm actually going to do like the windmill on this type of orientation because I want the veins of the windmill to kind of actually come over the cliff edge. I think that would kind of look pretty cool. But I'm actually going to draw it on a separate layer so I don't screw anything up here. Is that a reasonable size for this thing? I feel like we could go a tad larger. Yeah. Yeah, let's try 5. Probably could have gone a little bit heavier. I don't. Whoa! Whoa! Did I do that before? Maybe it didn't do the 5. It didn't do the 5. All right. Did a 1. All right. That's. I don't want to go any heavier than that. That's pretty heavy. Okay. And then let's. You know what I should have done? Let me take those 2 erasers back. Let's do this. I don't want it to feel too precise, but at the same time, what I want to get done. Where's my select? There he is. Thank you for that, princess. Jack's probably busy exercising right now, so we may not see much of him. But I definitely need a drink. Alright, so we're gonna contract this. I'm gonna do it. I actually don't know how big this damn thing is, so it's gonna be a little bit of guesswork. I actually think we could have done maybe 15 pixels. Select, modify, contract. 15. Alright. And this one we're definitely gonna do lighter. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with it. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Actual print size is gonna be, you know, in the book, something like. Well, I guess this is 1 page, right here. So that's approximate print size right there. So yeah, that looks good. Now what I want to do. I feel like the base is too large. I feel like the base is too large on this, but whatever. You know what? I'm changing my mind on this. Hold on. This is why I'm not drawing on the ink layer. I actually want to do something a little bit different. And it's kind of almost not accurate, but I wanna insinuate veins. I think that looks appropriate. I think that looks appropriate. I am now gonna merge this sucker in with my ink layer. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And we're gonna, I think, change this hill slightly. So we can actually have a little bit of a path coming up here. And it will come underneath the vein here. Let's just keep on with these shapes. That woke me up. Holy shit. Time check. Okay, I'll hit save while we're doing this. It's 5:30. I started a little bit early. I don't know how long has the stream been going. Nothing in Stream OBS actually gives me a clue. Oh no, it does. We've been live for 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're going to go for at least another half hour. Let's see how many building shapes we can actually get drawn here. Don't like that one. Let's do this. Just continually doing a sanity check on the building sizes to make sure that I don't start leaning one way or the other. Alright, so this is our ferryman, the other side. This is going to be the main ferry building right here. We'll probably even give this guy a little bit of a expansion or something like that, an extension to his house. But I feel like there would be buildings on the other side, even if it's just storage and like utility shed, etc. Ah, wow, okay. Apparently drawing on that angle is just not gonna work for me. Why are you not rotating? Wait, look, what? Photoshop, come on, Photoshop, you're drunk. Alright, so if we're going to do a utility shed, let's give it just a few openings here. Come on, baby, come on. Yeah, starting early doesn't necessarily mean that we end early, right? Maybe we'll do another 2-hour stream on this bad boy. I'd like to certainly get a few more buildings drawn in here. Dungeon Tomb is here. Welcome, Dungeon Tomb. Put a thing on. Let's give these guys some tool sheds. Outhouses. Especially if you are a mining type, right? Then what we'll do is we'll change brush size, we'll come in, we'll do the building or the roof details. But not yet, not yet. Let's get the core walls in place. You know, saving so freaking fast now on these solid state drives that I've got, it's like, no problem. No problemo. Oops. Oh, and actually, remind me before I end the stream to show you the two other maps that I was working on. Gaxmore with road labels and a stone tablet map. Yeah, I'll let it go. I'll let that go. Alright, that's not looking too shabby. Might as well hit save again. Why not? Okay, so this guy, well, not all of these dudes own farms. This dude owns a farm. This dude owns a farm. And you know what? I think we'll give this guy like a little bit of a grain silo or something out here. You knocking him down, princess? Lining them up and knocking them down? $9,000 gold. So you know at this point that I'm probably hiring a social media guy, and part of what he's going to do is he's going to get all of our games and everything hooked up here too. So you'll actually be able to do something with the gold, okay? That will be happening fast. And GL, I would not fret too much about your gold situation, because here I am, the owner of the freaking channel, and I have just 1,000. And I mean, one could argue that I have the most watching hours out of all of us, right? Because there is no stream without me, and I have less gold than most people. This is why I don't play the games anymore, because I keep losing it. Oh, actually, I need to remember to give these guys... Well, he doesn't really need an outhouse. He's so close to the freaking river, he doesn't need an outhouse. But he does need a shed. Princess actually got her gold reset when she changed her name in the channel. And she's still rocking it. Is there a wagon van down by the river? No. Should there be? Are you talking about the windmill? What are we talking about? No, I've not added too many wagons and carts. I have added some. Like, God, where did I add them? Well, there's one right there. So I have been adding them, but I figured also that level of detail, I could come back in, and when we're coloring, and kind of, you know, do it as we go. Like, I definitely added... There was a cart at this scale too, I think. Yeah, there's a cart right there. So yeah, definitely we'll need more carts. We definitely do need more carts. I just was trying not to get too mired into the details. I actually feel like we need a lot more chicken houses. And like, you know, pig pens and shit like that. Alex Vixen, I believe I knew that. I don't think I knew what they used it for and why. But yeah, that would be absolutely horrible. That would be so horrible. That would be pretty damn disgust. Might add some dormer windows too, to this iteration of the village. How are we doing for time? 5:45. We've been going for 1.5 hours. Let's draw a few more buildings. Let's draw a few more buildings, and then I'll show you the final Gaxmore and the other Cthulhu map I was working on. Let's rotate this guy a little bit. I'm relocating this dude. I might nudge the road a little bit more around him. Outhouses. And sheds. There we go. We'll come through and do a little bit of a cleanup too on the sketch, just so we can get a good sense of how this is shaping up. I kind of want to get at least this cluster of building shapes done. Alex Fiction, just imagine the tanner sending out an apprentice with a cart and horse to go to the village and clean out the outhouses and collect barrels filled with chamber pots early in the morning. I think that's a story. That's a story. And then come back by the ferryman here, sloshing around. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Wine, please, darling. Thank you. You know, while we're in here, this one's kind of bugging me a little bit. So let's actually take this and do this, and there we go. I'm already happy with that. Okay, much better. I think we'll move this house here. We'll likely have a little path, I think, coming off here. Yeah, okay, that's kind of bugging me too. Okay. Don't want to get confused by that, so I'm going to get rid of it. Let's go down the road a little bit. Let's kind of just come down here. And let's draw up the road. This guy definitely would have an outhouse. Thank you, baby. Cheers, everyone. Glass of wine. I think Princess Strecker did it like 25 minutes ago. knows? Princess Trigger, back. I had to take care of some stuff. Okay, so what happened? Well, we're still drawing building shapes. Alex Vixen came up with an amazing early morning story that involves a lot of chamber pots. Why do all my cities feature poo so much? This is a thing that happened in Light Harbor too, you remember? This is where we're at right now. This is looking pretty good. We're going to get a few more done before we clean up. Cave Geek is always responsible. He absolutely is. Alright. No, don't like. Let's change the angle. Alright, so I think with this one, we're going to give him a nice little fireplace there and there. I'm not sure what to do at the end of this road, but I'm tempted to, like, put a big garden patch or something in here. Just a few more roof shapes. I feel like my buildings are getting bigger. I'm gonna start to try and cinch them up. Yeah, I feel like they're beginning to get a little large. I think it's okay to have one or two large ones in here. It starts to imply as we're getting into the village, some wealth is beginning to creep in, you know? And some of these wealthier type people had slightly bigger buildings. But I feel like I am going more in that direction too much, so I'm going to start shrinking them down again. I believe, Princess Trigger, that Box Office Jack who we need to actually have on the channel. Like Monday nights, we need to have him on the channel. But he's playing Skyrim, I believe. Oops. He modded the crap out of it, and he's been playing it off and on for a short while now. Maybe we could even hook in Jack's regular movie thing that he's doing, and we could have him even talk about movies and such. That doesn't look too shabby. That doesn't look too shabby. A couple more buildings, a couple more here. Then let's do a little bit of a cleanup. Okay, let's I'm gonna leave the fields alone, but I'm gonna actually clean up. Oops, I'm on rotate, not brush size. Let's change that to this. Alright, let's get rid of these. Now we can really see what's going on here. This is good music for it, actually, because it always feels like we're doing a big reveal. A little bit of the magic. Any cleanup here? Yeah, we've got some cleanup here to do. We already did you. Come on. Alright, well, there we stand for the evening. I think that's shaping up to be a nice little village. Get some wonderful fields down here and some gardens and such. Can you imagine this coloured? It's just going to look gorgeous. So tomorrow night, I think we'll finish these buildings up here. Like way up above my head here. We'll finish them. We'll get the farms in. Get all of these. And we'll actually... Then we'll actually start doing the roof details, right? So they look like these. Get that thatch pattern in there. Get like... There we go. get a thatch pattern, get some shingles, get the, some tile shapes. So we'll do a little bit of that, and then we'll be ready to add the ground details to this sucker. And that'll be our village done then. I mean, look at that. That'll look really quite pretty. And then we will do the tower. We will work on the tower next, I think. But we are here for a few minutes, Noble Dwarf. This is where we're at right now. And Noble, by the way, I'm gonna want this as a print, because this whole thing, we're doing like each one of these is a page. We're doing it on one canvas on purpose because it would be an amazing poster, like a really amazing poster. I want to get this on the store. I want to get this on the store. This is gonna look so fantastic. It really is. But we'll talk about that another time. But this is where we're at. And I honestly think that we're maybe halfway through the village. I think 2 more sessions. So Wednesday night, we're going to be done with the village. So Thursday night, that means we'll be working on the tower. That's my prediction and hope. But let me show you what else I've been working on here, okay? I've been working off camera on a couple of other things. I'm going to show you Gaxmore. And then I'm going to show you... now, you've seen Gaxmore before. There's no big deal right there. But I'm also then going to show you... this one. We'll come back to that. And then we'll show you... this one. Alright. So, let's do this in order. So, Gaxmore. What I did on Gaxmore is we've now got the actual labels for the roads on. You can see them. We've got the Hover Pathway, Aeneas Way. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Hortus Way. So it actually didn't end up looking as bad as I thought it was going to. There's 27 street labels on here. And I feel like they're pretty good. I asked them like what size they're printing this at, and it's like poster size. I think it's going to be a fold out in the book. So I think you're going to be able to read the labels at this size here, and so I don't feel like it really detracted. You know, even these massive labels here, Uxor's Way, Bull's Porter for the gate. That's okay. I mean, it kind of fits, right? So I did that yesterday, and I think it worked out okay. Like, I hate putting labels on my maps, but there's something about the Gaxmore one. It's almost like there's so many labels on there. It just goes, you know? It just fits. It's like it becomes part of the map. So I'm okay with it. I'm actually okay with the results, and I think it still looks beautiful. Princess Strega, we will let you, my darling. We will let you. Well, also, the other thing that I've been working on is this one. So, this is an ancient map. That was the definition. It was the ancient map, and it had to show a couple of islands out in the Pacific Ocean. So, what I thought I would do with this is make it look like a stone tablet. Make it round, because that makes it interesting. Add some Sumerian, and it actually does say something around the outside edge there. And I'm going to hand write the Greek. I just wanted to have that as a proof of concept. And so this becomes a prop in the game. And I thought, it came up looking pretty good. I mean, that stone texture is like totally from scratch. Everything about this is totally from scratch. And I think it looks pretty good. It made basically a couple of islands in the Pacific look way more interesting, because how else was I going to draw this? And then there's a lot more islands out there than actually exist because Cthulhu. And the net result of that is it's actually going to get broken. And so the players will be given individual pieces. And this apparently is going to get 3D printed as a prop, which I think is kind of freaking cool. I don't know how they're going to do all of the writing and everything, but we'll see. So that'll be fun. So I was working on that one too. So with that said, I think this is a great point to get back to our Castle Keeper's Guide. Look at what we've done. Tomorrow night we'll finish the buildings. We'll start doing our rooftops. That'll be Tuesday. Then Wednesday we should be doing our final little details on this little sucker. And then it will be on to the tower. And maybe we'll do the tower, and we'll do the Motte and Bailey, and we'll do the fortified military camp. Maybe we'll do them, huh? And I'm actually hoping that the city with fortifications and the metropolis of the town and the city go pretty quickly. Because you can see we actually have a lot of the drawing done already. So that's my desire on those. That's what I'm hoping for. In theory. In theory. Noble Dwarf, how about puppet design? How about why not? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. You know what, Princess Stricker? Let's do it. Thursday, we'll make it the music day, okay? That's Friday Eve. We'll start working on the tower. We'll do it. And maybe I'll even figure out how to do the YouTube plugin so we can actually have videos and shit going too. Yeah, exactly right, Alex Vixen. Yeah, exactly that type of thing. Exactly. And does that say anything, by the way, Alex Vixen? Is Cave Geek, by the way, is Cave Geek streaming right now? Because if he is, we'll go over and raid him. Maybe I could look it up myself. But I don't have Twitch open. So, like, the way it auto plays like that, I can't even turn. Let's turn that off. There we go. All right. So Alex Vixen says no one figured out what it said. It's Elder Thothrark and says please keep your body parts within the circle at all times. That's cool. That's cool. So on this map, all of this Greek, this Sumerian on the outside says something, and all of these Greek pieces. They say something too, and some of them are actually pretty creepy. But no spoilers. No spoilers from me on that one. So yeah, is Cave Geek streaming right now? He isn't, is he? Oh well, he had his chance. We could have raided it, but nope. Let's end it there. This is a good point to end it. We know what we've got to work on. We know what we're going to be tomorrow night. We're going to stick with the Castle Keeper's Guide. We're going to continue with the village in the top right corner. And we're just going to keep chunking along. This is a channel where we create little worlds. We create people. We put them in there. And apparently, one of them is a tanner that sends out his boy to collect chamber pots first thing in the morning. That's what we do. We create stories. We breathe life into our maps. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. I really mean that. I truly do. Even the lurkers in the background, just you hanging out, honestly means the world to me. I love you. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. We're going to continue with this village, and we're going to start breathing even more life into it. Until then, everyone have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.